This is great. I grew up in the Catholic Church, so having the first rows empty feels right at home to me. Are you afraid of the dark? I am, especially when I'm alone. It's not something that I ever really grew out of. And I don't know that it's the dark so much as the increased possibility that seems to happen of something sinister happening. When I was younger, there was a show on TV called Are You Afraid of the Dark? Do you guys remember this show? Yeah. And in one of the episodes of this show, they told the story of the Crimson Clown. And the Crimson Clown followed children who had misbehaved into their homes, and then everyone in their family would become this monster, this Crimson Clown. And this scared the heck out of me. And one night I had a dream where this had happened to me. I don't know exactly what I did that was so bad that day that was causing my conscience to provide this nightmare. But one night I had this dream that everyone was turning into the Crimson Clown. And I woke my dad up and I said, "Dad, everyone's turning into the Crimson Clown." And he said, real calmly, "Steve, don't worry. I won't turn into the Crimson Clown." Which makes no sense because the Crimson Clown is an unforgiving, relentless monster. So there's nothing that he could do to prevent himself from turning into the Crimson Clown. But for some reason, this reassured me. When I got a little bit older, the thing that started to scare me and my brothers and my brother, and my sister was what my dad was going to do when we went out in public. Because my dad really, really enjoyed moments where he could embarrass us. And one of the best examples of this is when we would pull up to drive-thrus to get McDonald's or Taco Bell. He would sing the order to the person at the register. And this just embarrassed the heck out of us. We never knew what he was going to do. And he didn't exactly sing it because the way he did it, it didn't have a tune. He just raised the pitch of his voice, so it sounded even crazier. But eventually, we grew out of this, too. And when I got older, I started to develop this disorder where I would start to think things were true that weren't. And I was convinced that they were true. So let me give you an example. After I would get done washing my hands, I would say to myself, "You didn't wash your hands well enough. You must want to get other people sick." And it got to the point where it got really bad. And eventually later I would find out that this is OCD. But one night, studying senior year in high school, I broke down and I couldn't take it anymore. And my dad took me out for a car ride, and he bought me a bottle of Sprite. And it calmed me down. It doesn't make sense that a bottle of Sprite should be able to solve OCD because OCD is a relentless, unstoppable monster. But somehow it did. And in all of these moments, upon reflection, I'm convinced that the power of family can really help us overcome that darkness. Thank you.